minutes.
Pasta?
Cup ramen.
Oh my god. Don't tempt me.
Dude, I got a whole case of cup ramen in the living room. I feel like I could make the dash and still be back in time.
Go for it.
Alright, I'm
We
going
can cover.
to. Good stuff. I will be right back.
Yeah, I mean, the upcoming match that's going to be streamed for those who have just arrived is going to be United States versus Brazil, and that is the high seed versus mid seed. Or, sorry, my apologies. Top seed versus high seed in Group E. As far as I'm aware, Brazil has not played any matches yet.
They have. They haven't.
They have not.
They haven't.
In fact, Brazil is playing the last match on each and every day. Yeah. Yeah, Brazil is playing, kind of keeping things late, but... So,
I mean, if
looking
it's any
over
good
at the...
time for them, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to complain if they get a good time slot.
Fair enough.
I mean,
So
who would?
looking at both countries. So for those of us joining us, just a recap on United States. Their roster consists of Michio, Shy Guy, Das, Protonori, J Draco, and Catgirl. All of them above 7,000 PP, so very strong team. And Brazil consists of Mar, Lucky Sonic, Gigahertz. Okay. Serial Dreamer, Peepus, Mag, and Corin. So I only actually know about I only recognize about half the names on that team. So I might have a quick look. For those I'm not too familiar with.
That's how I feel most of the time. Just like, I don't know half these players.
I mean, like, I like to think I know quite a few taiko players across, but I mean, this is such a large tournament. There are 24 countries, potentially up to 6 team members per country. That's almost 150 players in total. Definitely over 100. So,
Just a few.
there's bound to be a couple that we don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly update the EMP command so I'll be reckon it.
Oh yes, I definitely should have to update some of the maps in the pool, which, because of the, yeah. So I need to go do that to fix some technical issues that I've been facing.
Alright, there we go. So, actually, have they played yet?
Have who played?
Okay, so Australia has not played yet, so this will be their first match, similar to Brazil. Okay. So after this match, both Venezuela and United States will be done for the weekend. In fact, can we talk about how the entire Group G is playing back to back?
Oh, it's my mic.
Entire Group G.
Like, so at 2200 UTC we had Canada versus Venezuela, then an hour later we have Australia versus Venezuela, then an hour later we've got Canada versus Australia.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not the. Wow, I never realized that. But yeah, they're all done in 2 hours. I guess that's convenient in the sense that they get it done quickly, but also I guess that can be a bit iffy if players can't happen to make that time slot.
Well, the time slot for Australia isn't too bad. I mean, right now it's about 10 in the morning, depending on which side you're on. I mean, if you're over near Perth, it's probably a bit early, like 7 AM, but I think if you're around like Brisbane, Melbourne, Gold Coast, that sort of area, you'd be sweet. Oh yeah, there's actually something interesting. When I was talking to Jay earlier with Tasha in the first lot, we were talking a bit about ginger beer. You know the Bundaberg ginger beer?
Pardon? I completely missed that. Sorry.
Okay, so in the first slot, the first matches where it was Tasha and Jay talking, we were talking a bit about ginger beer earlier. You know
Ginger beer?
Yeah, ginger beer. You know the stuff?
I don't drink that much. I've actually never had that much before, so I wouldn't know.
Do you know of the Bundaberg ginger beer though?
I don't.
Basically, there's this really good ginger beer drink called Bundaberg ginger beer.
No, I've never heard of it.
But for like the longest time, I thought Bundaberg was just a company, but it's actually a place in Australia. Like there's actually a little town called Bundaberg.
Oh, I didn't know. I would never know, to be honest.
I didn't actually know until I was over the last time visiting Dad. I was like, oh, this is a place, okay.
I'm just currently fixing all the beat maps in my thing.
Yeah, it looks like we are going through the first warm-up though, so... The background is very amusing, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, I think that is the trick.
Oh, it's actually Ozzy Osbourne singing it as well. Oh man. I didn't actually realize it was Ozzy singing. Oh, that's great.
I think I know this map.
Oh, good job.
Is it just me or is Catgirl's screen not loading?
Sorry.
Just you.
I mean, Australia, sorry, my bad. The United States are definitely not one to shy away from expressing their inner meme. Ozzy Osbourne for Os Idol 2017.
I just want to participate once, 2017.
Do it this year.
Alright, Deadbeat, I'll do that if you judge. Why won't you take my spot?
I'm a terrible judge.
Magnemizer?
Judge people singing?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm qualified. I mean, I think you should ask Lockdown to do it.
You, sir, are a jokester. That's quite a riot. That's a good old knee slapper right there.
I mean, earlier in the Taiko World Cup Discord, we were comparing Lockdown to Simon Cowell, and I believe there is not a single person more qualified to judge singing than Simon Cowell. So I think Lockdown is perfectly suited to, you know, for those who actually like like who were present, like you'll understand them. But yeah, it may be a bit confusing for those who missed out.
This is for Loaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's my mic.
Well, after that amazing warm-up, which I can only imagine you expect, cannot wait to see what Brazil is gonna come up with.
Oh god, what was this? Some kind of Brazil funk?
I'm just having a bit of a giggle at the difficulty name.
Oh god, what is that background? It looks like an eye with the Brazil flag, kind of. It looks like the Brazil flag, but like kind of in the colors. It looks like an eye with the color scheme of the Brazil flag, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, there we go. Now I can see. Good stuff.
Welcome back.
Epic beatboxing going on right now.
This is let's see how the other match is going. Okay, so they've finished their first warm-up as well, and they're currently playing their second, so
Yeah, Brazil really feeling the funk right now. Alright, so as you can see, Brazil really has the upper hand on this one. I don't believe the US probably had time to practice this, as it's, you know, kind of Brazil's funk here.
I was gonna say 4K.
Alright. But I did like that beatbox.
Yeah, just looking at the other match, the one that they picked isn't exactly the long one, so it might actually be done by now. Yeah, it's already done, so we should see some bands coming up from that one pretty shortly.
right, and we should be getting in with our picks and bans in just a moment after we get through the rolls. One more last time. Get one more A in there. Hey! I'll get one more A in there. You know, I love the U.S. boys, but Brazil are always really interesting to watch. They always are really decent, pretty high seed normally. Not sure with taiko. It does look like the United States might have a little bit of an advantage on them though, but Brazil has always brought it. Regardless of game mode, they're usually really adamant. Speed is the name of the game for them as well.
We talk about the fact that the United States won another roll.
Wait, they won a roll?
Yep. Well, I mean, Brazil just banned Slit Fist, so
Dreams do come true.
they won both of their rolls. Can we talk about how rare this is? Alright, so it's like, yeah, Brazil banned out Slit and the United States banned out Fujin Rumble.
Yep, no rumble. No rumble today.
So we are just... I'm actually kind of curious to see what the Australia Venezuela fans will be.
Oh, so I'm reading some fun facts. I don't know how... I'm not fact-checking this at all. I'm just reading it from Twitch chat, so be warned. But apparently remixing anthems are illegal in some places.
Ooh.
I'm not exactly sure, you know...
Actually, I suppose it's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know how
I
valid it
suppose
is.
a lot of people wouldn't really want people, like, messing around with their national song.
I wish someone would mess with our national anthem and make it enjoyable.
Whoa!
Yeah, I
And
went
I get
there.
called the unpatriotic one. Damn!
That puts me to sleep every time. There's nothing great about that song. Oh, some bombs exploded. Our flag was still there. That's great.
I like
I'm
how-
about to get so much hate.
See, I like it because it's sung in 2 different languages.
Like, that's actually kind of cool. I bet you it'd, like, spruce ours up if we, like, sung it in Spanish. I feel like we have enough Spanish people in the United States that that would be
Yeah,
acceptable.
Because we've got the English version and we've got the Māori version.
Like, I mean, seriously.
Man, I barely remember the Māori half. I should go remember that bit. It's been so long since I've heard it.
I'm just dying at Twitch chat right now. A lot of people are just like, whoa. I might have triggered a few people. Oh, whoa, wait a second. Does that mean that Slit is not banned?
Yeah, Australia, Venezuela. Australia banned out Nightfall, and Venezuela banned out Dragons? Okay, I mean, the Dragons is fair enough, but Nightfall?
Unfortunately, it's not on stream. Maybe, just maybe, if the Brazil-United States match goes fast enough, they won't lock into Slit right away, and we'll be able to see it. Oh my god, the name of that song is just so wrong on so many levels.
Speaking of dragons, we've got dragons here. But still, banning Nightfall. I suppose Australia is just trying to eliminate the easier map to force the harder stuff.
Alright, I am back.
Magno, we need
Yeah,
your expertise in this.
Okay, so did the US ban Nightfall?
No, Australia and Venezuela. Australia banned out Nightfall, Venezuela banned out Dragons. I'm just trying to wrap my head around banning Nightfall. My current thinking is Australia's trying to ban out the easier stuff to force the harder stuff.
Okay, another potential thing is that Australia's top player is Jai, and Jai is a two-fingered player, and hence, for him to play finishers repeatedly with consistency is actually quite difficult. So that could be a potential reason why he decided to ban out, Nightfall, which is literally littered with finishers. So that's a potential reason.
Okay, no, that's actually fair enough.
It just comes down to playstyle, I guess. I'm not sure if there are other people in Australia who plays with two fingers like Jai. I'm confident that there is at least one more, but I
Yeah.
don't know who it is.
On that and on the current match now, though, Brazil really having problems with dragons here, as a lot of their accuracies are tanking below the 90% mark here. It's not too much better for the United States, but Nidoking just holding that incredible 98% accuracy. He's been wanting to play dragons for quite some time, as we heard earlier in the stream, so now he's finally gotten that chance to shine. I can see why the rest of his team didn't want to touch dragons, but he is going to safely be able to keep them afloat, as his overall accuracy is so much higher than anyone else playing here. This is the ideal essential for what we'd call a carry. That was absolutely amazing. Very impressive play from Nidoking, or Michio, however you want to say it now. Really just holding his team up there. J Drago still with a very impressive 94, but you can just see how difficult this map is just by the base accuracy. Even from the United States, we see Das dipping into the 93 section, Marm getting a 93 as well, Mag with an 89.83, and Lucky Sonic GHZ. I'm assuming that's Lucky Sonic Green Hill Zone, and that is a 90.63%. So, I mean, Brazil did pretty decent, but Nidoking holding that 98 just literally carried the U.S. for that first point victory.
I think it's safe to say that just shows how hard the map pool is if your top 10 player is missing. It just goes to show how tricky how challenging it is for all the players in the stage. And from that, we see some players rise up to challenges that we may have not otherwise been able to see. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree with Twitch chat. I'm going to call Michio Nidichio. Now, just combine both names. Problem solved.
Micho King.
Micho King. It looks like we're going to get right into the next one, which is Nightfall. And this one's actually pretty impressive to watch, and it's definitely hype.
I was wondering when we'd see this one again. It's been a while, I think, actually. Yeah, it wasn't in any of the. It wasn't in the Canada game. Or the United States or Sweden.
All right.
Actually, looking at the last picks, last matches, the United States went for Mudpie and IX. So I wonder if we'll see one of those again.
It's very possible. I mean, definitely the more you play a map, the better you probably feel getting your confidence up higher. Brazil is not a team I think they want to try to take chance with, because Brazil can do work if given them the ability to.
Also, Australia has taken the first point over Venezuela on responsibility response. So, and they actually get the next pick as well, so they'll be happy with that.
Alright, it looked like the map started, but it looks like we're going to have to take a second, and they're going to give it another shot. Alright, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get started. And there it goes.
Awesome. So I'm wondering what the other match is going for as well. Okay, they haven't picked yet.
We're going to find an early miss from Mag there, which is going to stop the score flickering that we saw from there. Marm is also going to find another miss. Not looking good for Brazil at this moment, but it is not anywhere close to being worry time. As we see everybody still continuing and holding pretty decent accuracy there. Marm starting to climb back up from that dip. J Drago 14 holding a 99.983%. And Protani up there at the top holding 99.40%. And Das holding a very strong 99.86%.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is definitely a map I imagine most players are familiar with at this point, especially the spectators as well. I'm pretty sure this is still the most picked map.
Yeah, it is definitely the most picked map.
Yeah. So this is the most picked with 7 picks, and then Responsibility Response and Dynamite are second with 5. And then there's a few others on 4.
Yeah, Lucky Sonic Green Hill Zone is going to find another drop there, and that's unfortunate for him, but he still can pull back here as the scores are relatively close. I mean, there is a little bit of a large gap here, but they can still come back. Mag finding another miss is going to put that large gap and make it larger. Not something that they really want to go into. US holding incredibly strong. Das did find a miss earlier, but I don't think it's too much to worry about.
I'm still just loving looking at the ban counts though. 1 0 0 1 1 1 10 1 0 0 2 3 3 0 1.
Yeah,
People really don't like Slit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brazil not going to have too much luck here as Lucky Sonic Green Hill Zone is going to drop again, taking another accuracy dip into the 97% bracket. As we see Marm pulling his accuracy back up to an impressive 99%. Mag still holding a very decent one too, but now we have to look at combo here. And in all honesty, US has got the combo in the bag at the moment. J Drago and Patani up there, both holding incredibly well. And that's going to be really hard to beat as the score continues to climb in the US's favor. It is looking like we might see another victory for them, and yes, it is going to indeed be a second point for the United States, bringing that 2-0 in favor of the US.
Yeah, a fairly decisive victory there, with a score advantage of just under about 170,000 points, I would say.
Yeah, pretty much, Magnum.
Right, so it's going to take a tour of the United States, and it looks like Australia and Venezuela are actually playing to stall, sorry. And it looks like there's a few mods going around there. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. So what do you think we will see next? Because this is the US pick.
I suspect that the US will go for something that's technically challenging, maybe one of the double time picks,
Well,
and hope to
thinking
trip
like,
up
I was
Brazil.
thinking Mopile 8 because it's one of the stuff that, yeah, that's what they picked against Sweden. So as for double time, they've got Dosala still open.
Oh, and it looks like they've gone for the free mod pick, Durwild.
Oh, okay, nice.
which can only, as a reminder, can only be played on hidden and hidden hard rock.
I've seen this one a few times actually. Let's see, I've seen this one 5 times with 10 hiddens and 7 hidden hard rocks.
It's a fairly popular pick. A reason being, it's not the most technically demanding map, but with the mod combinations, reading can become quite of a challenge, and so it's definitely one of the easier maps in the entire pool. But yeah,
interesting though. Both this and responsibility response have the same amount of picks, but there's more mod usage on responsibility response. Although I'm not sure, actually they might be counting the mods for this one, so we'll have to see. Because at the moment there's been 17 mod usages for Dual Wild and 22 for responsibility response. And then there's another 4 here, 4 hidden, so yeah, there's a lot more mod usage. Well, not a lot more mod usage, but there's definitely more mod usage for responsibility response.
yeah. So as we can see, surprisingly, none of the players have gone for hidden hard rock. But we see all of the players on the United States side going for hidden, while on Brazil's side, only Lucky Sonic Green Hill Zone is doing that. So already there is going to be a significant score advantage on the US side, sheerly by just score multiplier.
Yeah, and as long as they can hold that combo like that and hold the accuracy consistency that they're doing, it's going to be almost impossible to beat.
Yeah, I mean, even if US were to break, having a hidden mod, provided you don't miss more than like a handful of times, having a hidden mod is definitely superior to no mod, actually, given Score v2 system.
Yeah, Lucky Sonic Green Hill Zone struggling a little bit with the hidden now as he's getting into the longer sections. We find him getting a couple of misses. It looks like Shy Guy also found a few misses as well, but the damage is already really done there. That is going to be a third victory for the United States, bringing this 3-0 in favor of the U.S. This is potential match point for the U.S. now. Of course, Brazil is going to be able to have a little bit of a time here to try to retaliate. This is their pick for potential match point for the U.S., so they do have a chance to try to win here, and it looks like they're going to go with Mud Pie.
I would just like to point out, though, on both Michio and J Drago's score, both showing incredible consistency. J Drago, especially with only 3 100s, that's like incredibly accurate. And yeah, so he would have gotten both Michio and J Drago would have gotten very impressive scores for that, and definitely contributed to their victory.
Alright, so it looks like Australia's doing pretty well as well, taking their second point off Storm. So. The match seems to be going well.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Slit played yet, have we?
Yeah. Ah, we're also going to see my fight.
Yeah, we should be getting this thing started in just a second.
Yeah, so it looks like Lucky Sonic got swapped out for Corrin. And yeah, as far as I know, Serial Dreamer and Marm are both capable of playing hard rock. Not so sure about Corrin though, but given that he was swapped out, I'm sure he's definitely capable. Whereas on the US side, we have seen US play this map before, haven't we? Have we? I can't remember. Debbie, can you confirm?
They picked Focus and IX against Sweden.
I thought so. And if memory serves me correctly, they did exceptionally well in this pick.
I can go check what their scores were. Because I don't remember them off by heart, surprisingly. Okay, so we had J Drago get 99.32% accuracy, Kakyo 98.74, and Das 98.83.
Yeah, so really good accuracies across the board.
In fact, Drago actually got above 1 million last time.
Yeah, it is looking like the U.S. has this early lead here. Very dominant. Catgirl is going to find a miss as long as Serial Dreamer as well. And Korn actually finding a drop as well. Scores are still pretty close, though.
Yeah, quite different from the match between US and Sweden, actually. Brazil are definitely holding their own much better than the other team.
Yeah, this is looking to possibly be a clean sweep here for the U.S.
And given US and like we know how consistent they are as players, and with a score lead of about 100,000 points, it's gonna take a miracle or some kind of catastrophic failure on the US part for Brazil to even stand a chance of catching up. But as it stands, Brazil's still holding. I mean, they're still keeping their lead, not the lead, the gap, fairly constant.
By the way, Mango Miser, don't Katsu's drop it.
Ha ha. Deadbeat, take your puns elsewhere. They're not welcome here.
Oh. They stay.
Yeah, guys, for one of the main reasons that a lot of people on the left are seeming to be the victors is I do believe that the higher seed team is sorted to the left. Is that correct? I feel like
I think so. I think so, yeah. I mean, in the match between Chile and Indonesia...
Yeah, Chile was the higher seeded team, but Indonesia, which was on the red side, did win. So the lower seed won that.
So they were placed on the right, if I recall correctly. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, that is going to be a clean, decisive victory there for the U.S. 4-0. Brazil gave it a good shot there. Decent accuracies towards the end on that last map, but just not enough to cut it. That is going to give US that win as we go towards our next match. Well, actually, I think we're going to catch the end of